Hello everyone. So before we begin this video, I'd just like to make a quick little disclaimer. Lately I've been feeling I need to improve the quality of my content, and as such I've decided I'm going to start orienting my channel more toward a single topic, that being like vehicles in general. Trains, planes, maybe some road vehicles, depending on how I feel about recording highways or whatever. I don't know. But overall, right now I'm going to focus on trains, and I'm going to make my videos more like some of the larger names in the rail fan community, like Delay and Block Productions or Coaster Fan 2105. The list goes on, but overall, I'm just trying to improve my content and structure it more. Make it seem less like, oh, I just pulled out a camera and recorded a train passing kind of thing, because that's how my content's kind of been the past 3 or 4 years, and as I said, I want to improve. This is my first attempt at that. This is also my first video that I have shot entirely in dedicated 4K with a DSLR camera. Thanks to my mom for lending me hers. And while there were some mistakes made, because I'm still getting used to this camera, still learning about it, I overall think this is good for a first true attempt at this. Without further ado, while this isn't the last video of 2024, Merry Christmas and enjoy the video.
One hundred 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
On Sunday, December 8th, 2024, the Dover and Rockaway River Railroad operated the annual Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots train, symboled as TFT-1, over the Dover and Rockaway branch and the Highbridge branch, making stops at Rockaway, Dover, Ledgewood, and finally Flanders, collecting hundreds and hundreds of toys for the less fortunate. On this beautiful winter afternoon, with temperatures up to a pleasant 50 degrees Fahrenheit, we venture out to Cary Road in Roxbury, New Jersey to begin our day. Remaining at Cary Road, we listen to the beautiful cab-mounted Nathan K5LA air horn on New Jersey Transit number 4104 as it blows the horn for Emmons Road, the next grade crossing following Cary Road. Unexpectedly, we managed to beat the train to Flanders, and so I quickly set up my tripod just in time to catch it arriving to its final stop at the Flanders Firehouse. Crossing North Road, it comes to a stop just before Main Street and stays until 5 p.m. In the lead of today's Toys For Tots train is the NJT 4104, originally built as CNJ 3675. It was built in October 1968 by EMD and was later rebuilt to a GP40PH in the 80s when its steam generator was replaced with an HEP unit. It was then rebuilt to a GP40PH-2 by Conrail's Juniata shops in the 1990s. The 4104 is leased by the DRRV for compliance with positive train control, a system that automatically stops trains which are traveling too fast or runs signals to prevent collisions. In January 2024, an update was made to NJT's systems, rendering the existing systems on DRRV 2006, 2005, 5303, and 5304 incompatible, making it so they cannot lead on NJT trackage. The 4104 was needed to move the train over NJT lines and get it from the Dover and Rockaway branch to the High Bridge branch. An unusual feature of this locomotive is the Graham-White electronic bell. This bell is more commonly found on more modern locomotives such as the GE Gevo series. Locomotives such as this came with mechanical bells, although the one on this unit likely failed due to 50 plus years of service. This unit is one of the few GP40s equipped with an E-bell. The trailing unit is DRRV number 2006, an EMD GP38 originally built for the Chesapeake and Ohio as CO 3870 before going to CSX as CSXT 2070 after Chesapeake and Ohio was merged into CSX. The unit then passed through several more owners, eventually ending up with CEFX. It was then repainted into C&D colors in 2019 in Kansas City, Missouri. It was then moved to New Jersey in 2020 and finally entered service in the latter half of that year. This unit is equipped with PTC, but as stated before, the positive train control systems are incompatible with New Jersey Transit's current standards, and as such, the unit is not allowed to lead over NJT. This unit was built in November of 1967. Both units are part of EMD's 4-axle General Purpose lineup, which is what the GP in their model name stands for. The General Purpose series locomotives are commonly referred to by the railfan community as jeeps, with a G in the beginning instead of a J. Spanning from the GP7 to the GP60, these locomotives were constructed between the 1950s and the 1990s. At the end of the train is former Conrail 21303, an N21 caboose built in October of 1978. This former Conrail caboose was repainted into a Lehigh and New England inspired paint scheme in 2023 and was used on the Dover and Rockaway Railroad's Toys For Tots train for the first time that year as well, and also toward other parts of the DRRV system that year. Several hours later, and after dropping off some donations, we returned to the firehouse at 4:45, looking on from the Main Street Railroad crossing as the train prepares to depart. While waiting, the Flanders Fire Department Tower 96 truck was stretching out its ladder. I'm not entirely sure why the ladder was up, but it did make for a cool shot. And I also did get a couple photos of the 4104 with the fire truck. As the sun set, I passed the time until the train's departure by watching the Flanders Fire Department personnel put away the Tower 96. the train prepared to leave, I then proceeded to make a very stupid mistake. When the train began to reverse, my first thought was that they weren't going to run the power around, so I ran after it and attempted to make another catch at the Hillside Avenue crossing. However, I'd forgotten that they had turned the crossings off while they stopped, and that they were just reversing to turn the crossings back on, so I abandoned my good vantage point and ruined my camera focus just to end up with a shot that wasn't even going to happen. So, yeah, that did not go according to plan. I have now missed that shot 2 years in a row. Disappointed that my poor judgment had messed up such a nice shot, and I had made myself look like a foamer by running 700 feet with a camera and tripod, my friend and I waited at the Hillside Avenue crossing for the power to be run around because I was determined not to let this shot go. And so, when the headlights of DRRV 2006 came up over the hill, I began to record and got my final shot of the 2024 DRRV Toys For Tots train.
Vehicles were supposed to stop at the train tracks. Or is that just like government vehicles?
Oh, school buses and trucks.
Okay. Right then. Does it not sound like they're just playing a bell audio?
It is, it's an e-bell.
What?
They're electronic.
Ah. You excited for school tomorrow?
No, bro.
Exactly.
Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon with some even better videos. Until then, have a great day, and God bless you.